All right, so here's a video on how to do exercise 10.3. So for this drawing, it looks more complicated than it is. So what we have here is we have a rectangle with a rectangle on top, and then two more rectangles. And really, all we're going to do is do some offsets, some trimming, and a few fillets, and we'll have this drawing complete pretty quickly. So some things to note: it's 3 units wide, 2 units tall. There's an offset of 0.25 from here to here, and an offset of from here to here of 0.5. So if we did the math, it's 0.25, 0.25. And then from the center, this is 0.5 this way, and 0.5 this way. So when we start to draw this out, what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to draw this bottom rectangle here. So to do that, I'm going to start off first by drawing a line across my page. So I'm going to go to the line tool, and I'm going to start here. Seems like a good spot. Okay, and I want to go to the right 3, a nice straight line. So I have dynamic input on. I'm also going to put ortho mode on so it stays locked at 0. And I'm going to type in 3. Okay, so let me zoom in on that little line. So that's the bottom of this drawing. So I'm going to offset, and I'm going to go up 0.25. Click on my line, and I'll go up. And I might as well do another one for this line as well. So 0.25, up. So now I have this line drawn, this line, and this line here. So pretty good stuff. Quite a bit drawn already. I'm now going to work off of the center. So let me go to line, L-I-N-E. And you can see right away this little triangle pops up for midpoint. If it doesn't, you have to make sure Object Snap is on and make sure midpoint is selected. A triangle represents the midpoint. So now if I click on my midpoint here, I want to go up the height of my drawing, which is 2. So I go up, point up, and type 2. And then enter. So don't make that common mistake of where you point up, then you click on the command line, because it's going to point down and you're not going to get what you want. I'm now going to offset again. Okay, remember how I said offset was going to become a big tool? Here it is, proof that we are going to use it a lot. So the gap here is 0.5. So if I'm splitting it down the middle, I have to divide 0.5 by 2. Okay, which is 0.25. Okay, it seems like a common theme in this drawing, which it is. So I'm going to type in 0.25 again. Click on this middle line, go to the left. Click on the middle line, go to the right. So a lot of my drawing is already done. Okay, surprisingly, it's going very fast. So now I'm going to put my top line here, which is 2 units up. So I go back to offset again. I'm going to type in 2 for my distance, select the bottom line, and select the top. And look how it meets up with the top. So you can imagine now it's going to come down and it's going to curve. Okay, same thing. It seems to actually be mirrored, which is another way we could do this drawing, but we're keeping it simple right now. So what I'm going to do next is I want to bring my line down on this side here. So I'll type in line, L-I-N-E. Click on the top, which is an endpoint snap. Once again, if it's not on, you can add it under O snap. Click endpoint to endpoint. Okay, another line. Endpoint to endpoint. Sorry, I'm clicking on my little navigation window here and it's freaking out a bit. There we go. Okay, so now I want to make a smaller version of the same rectangle in here. So the question becomes now, how far do I need to go out? Okay, well, if we look at our offset here, it tells us it's 1.5 to here and 1 here. So the difference is 0.25 again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my offset, type in 0.25 again, and I'm going to go in and to the right, down, and from the right to the left. So now what I've done is I've created a whole mess of lines. It's kind of crazy. So let's do some trimming. So I pressed enter or escape to get out. I type trim, hit enter again, and now I'm going to trim away some of this nightmare of lines here. So it can start to look a little bit more like the drawing we're trying to make here. Okay, so I'm just trimming away what I don't need, which is a lot. Okay, some people would say we wasted a lot of time doing all that drawing, but I say, you know, that stuff was kind of like the scaffolding when you're building a home or a skyscraper. It was necessary. We needed it. Okay, and I'm going to leave this center line just to explain something in a moment. So then I'll press enter. So now this kind of should look similar to the one on the left compared to the one on the right. It's just missing these curves, which is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to type in fillet. It wants to know, it's going to want to know what the radius is. So we hit R for radius. And now it tells us the first radius is 1.25. Type it in, 1.25. Okay, I'll click on my left line, then click on my top line. Okay, press enter and do it again. Okay, top line, right line. And now we do it again, but this time we're going to change the radius. Okay, so hit enter, or you could type in fillet again. Hit R for radius. And now my second radius for my smaller one is going to be 1. And now I'm going to click it again, here to here. Enter, here to here. Okay, so that is the drawing completed. Now, but notice, I could have drawn half of this drawing if I go to trim. Okay, if you're done, you're good. You can watch this, you don't have to do this, but I just want to explain something. If I trimmed away half of my drawing here, okay, let me get rid of half this drawing. Okay, gone. There's a command we haven't done yet, which is called mirror. If I type in mirror, I then select all of my objects, press enter, and now wants a mirror line. So if I click the bottom of the center line to the top of the center line, it then says, do you want to erase your source, the one on the left? No, I want to keep that. So I type in N for no. Okay, I have my drawing, and then I can just delete my center line. Okay, so half the amount of drawing time, and you get it done that much faster. So maybe something you want to use in some later drawings. Okay, there's a lot of symmetrical drawings coming up, and it could make your drawings go a little faster, but it's not necessary. It's really not. So let's save our drawing again. So File, Save. I'm going to call this one Woolsey. Okay, you use your last name. Exercise. And then it's number 10-3. So I'm going to write 103. And then to submit it to Canvas, I'm going to print it. Choose Microsoft Print to PDF. Go to Window. Select my window around my drawing, press plot, and give it the same name and save it to my desktop. And this concludes the drawing 10.3. So multiple ways to do this was just one way with a little inside information about the mirror command, but I'm sure someone will come up with a different way to do this. This is just what I find to be the way that came to me when I first saw this drawing. So hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you need any extra help.